it's going to be difficult to play against Manchester United. They are currently on the second spot on the league table. They haven't lost a match yet. We have lost 2 matches already, but if we just played the same as we played against Barcelona, the both matches, I'm pretty sure we can get great results.
To be honest, our expectations are high. We want to bring the maximum point possible to this English derby. Of course, it will be a hard match, but we have all our chances. We're training hard to perform. So let's try to win.
So they were the words of wisdom from both sets of players there. Harry, I'm going to come to you in a second for your predictions, but we have a prediction from the people at home. They have spoken, and a resounding victory for Manchester United in terms of the polls anyway, and how they see this game with 80 or over 80% there, 16 for Arsenal and draw just under 3. Of course, interesting to hear that. You can, of course, make sure to get your 300 eFootball points if you click on the link and watch the stream either on Twitter or on the main website as well. So make sure you go and do that. And now, Harry, over to you. What is your prediction for the first game here?
It's a tricky one, isn't it? I feel like 80% is maybe a little bit harsh on Arsenal. I certainly feel like in Dominator and the rest of the Arsenal lads will be trying to point to the rest of the world after seeing those results. But when you look at the league table, Manchester United right now, in the IQONIQ eFootball.Pro, I mean, second place, just a point behind AS Monaco. You really fancy their chances this season. They were starting to string together some really nice results last year before obviously play was suspended, and had a decent eFootball.Pro Cup campaign as well. They really wanted this season, Manchester United, and I know they will be taking this as seriously as they will any other eFootball.Pro match day, but Arsenal, I feel like, are the team that have the points to prove here in this English derby. You know, they're not where they want to be in their league table. United are here for the taking, and, well, it's a great way to kick off the stream, I can tell you that much. What a match we have ahead of us.
Absolutely, some big characters there in the Manchester United lineup in the eFootball.Pro side of things. Of course, in the real team, we have a couple of changes transfer-wise, which does affect this league, of course, with Ighalo going out and Diallo coming in, I believe, Harry.
Yeah, that's right. Diallo joining from Atalanta. Means that United now have an extra weapon at their disposal, so to speak. But yeah, Ighalo no longer eligible for selection. They won't be using him here today, as we are about to kick off the first match of the eFootball.Pro IQONIQ. Ighalo was a focal point at times for Manchester United's attack. Sometimes they brought him on, sometimes they even started him. So big loss for them. We'll have to see if Diallo can be somewhat of a replacement, or at least as much of a useful character to this eFootball.Pro squad.
Absolutely. Well, we are just about to get underway here. A couple of minutes on the clock. Arsenal versus Manchester United, with Arsenal kicking from left to right in their home strip, and Manchester United in their away strip here. And it is going to be a free kick long downfield towards Marcus Rashford. Is there anything you're going to hope to see early doors from these two teams?
Well, it's been interesting to see what type of formation that Arsenal have lined up with in previous match days. Sometimes 5 at the back, sometimes they've switched to a bit more of an attacking formation. If I'm them, I maybe play very defensive here to start things off and try and quell the attacking threats that Manchester United have. You know, the likes of the young Polish man, Ostrobut, leading goal scorer for them, 3 goals to his name so far over 2 match days. So you keep him quiet, you have a decent chance here.
Yeah, as the ball's played early towards Martial, has the chance to shoot, but he elects the pass instead, which is blocked out. But good early pressure here from Manchester United as Edinson Cavani turns, hits the post. A wonderful chance. And I believe it may have been O'Neill on the end of it as it comes out towards Osterbuch on the edge of the area. Now plays it in. Another chance here for O'Neill. And it's the wrong side of the post. And it's a wonderful start from Manchester United. But they haven't, Harry, got the goal that they deserve.
2 gilt-edged chances in as many seconds almost for Eldridge there. He'll be really disappointed with himself not to tuck at least one of those away. You won't get many chances like that over the course of a match day. So, yeah, defensively, Arsenal need to keep tabs on these types of runners. And, well, if United keep up this form, we could be in for a decent amount of goals. I don't want to jinx it just yet, Adam. We're only in the first match of the day. But, yeah, really decent start and encouraging signs for Manchester United.
Absolutely, and if my memory serves me correctly, they are sitting second in the league. 4 points from a possible 6 last last match day anyway. And of course, that meant that no defeat across that match day as well. So looking to build on that. Another win here would do the confidence a world of good as Fernandes plays it in towards Scott McTominay on the right-hand side, plays it to Paul Pogba, chance to cross it in towards Anthony Martial. He was completely free on the edge of the 6-yard box. How on earth has he not turned that home?
I think he's just missed it, isn't he? It's just beyond him. Osterbuch was waiting for it, and, well, that's another decent chance for Manchester United in the opening 20 minutes.
How did Osterbuch not get on the end of that, Harry?
It seemed more difficult, didn't it? But I think the pass just had a bit too much juice on it.
Another chance here for O'Neill. Chance to play it in. The left foot shot from Fernandes. Being controlled by Cams, but it's come back off the outside of the side netting here. And away to safety for Arsenal. But they are knocking on the door. The question is, can they make this pressure pay? Because we've seen these games time and time again, Harry. If you do not take your chances at this level, you are often more than punished.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. Obviously, we need to see a good response here from Arsenal. Opening 20, they haven't had a single opportunity, really. They've rarely ventured into Manchester United's half, to be honest with you. So we need to see a response here, just to remind Manchester United that they are in a game. Of course, over 80% of people at home thought that United would be taking this one. So far, I mean, it's 0-0, but United looks strong.
Oh, another chance here, this time for Saka. First real chance, this time for Arsenal, but they weren't able to make any inroads on a very solid Manchester United rearguard. They looked solid last match day as well. So this is something, Harry, that they've possibly been working on.
Yeah, possibly. The possession style of football from the other side as well, from Arsenal, is so far... I mean, I don't want to say it's inviting pressure from Manchester United, but one wrong pass here, you can see how high the press is from the Manchester club. One wrong step, and all it takes is for a couple of passes for Manchester United, and they're through on goal. So need to be very careful with some of these passes. They're playing it around nicely for now, though.
Yeah, they look like a well-oiled machine, Manchester United, having racked up, I believe, around 375 matches in practice in preparation for this wonderful match day 3. So that is quite some feat, Harry.
Yeah, one of the more practiced teams in the league. Well, you could argue that that's one of the reasons they are so far up. I mean, second in the league, just a point behind AS Monaco is, well, it's nothing to scoff at, is it?
It's flicked on by Paul Pogba. Chance for Cavani. Back out to Anthony Martial. And again, it's just behind Rashford. And time and time again, they're getting in, but they're not able to make that final last third pass or finish to really see a goal here. And yeah, they've looked very, very impressive in that sort of around the halfway line, pushing into the final third. But that final pass, that final ball is just evading them at the moment. What they don't want to do now is concede, of course, against the run of play, because then that'll give Arsenal all the impetus and real confidence that they can then just sit back and carry on doing what they're doing and look to hit on the counter. But as things stand, 37 minutes gone in the first half here in the first game. It's Arsenal 0, Manchester United 0. What do Arsenal need to do, Harry, to really get back into this match, even though they're not behind? Are they happy, do you think, at this moment in time?
Oh, I just think that they're trying to play a little bit too fancy with it at times. I mean, we see so many short passes, and again, trying to play around the the United press that's
the Arsenal way, isn't it, Harry?
Having a decent amount of, this is it. It's all well and good having a decent amount of the ball, but if you're not really threatening Manchester's goal, then I mean, what are you going to have to show for it at the end of it? Possession doesn't necessarily win games. Maybe go a bit more direct. Try and get the likes of Saka down the wing. The likes of Partey on the edge of the box would be, something to give Manchester United something to think about at times. But counter-attacks might be a decent way to try and attack as well. But you can see here they're struggling to get out of the press from Manchester United.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure whether they're using the gegenpress at the moment, but certainly they are catching Arsenal right where they don't want to lose possession. And every time, as soon as they win it back, they're making inroads on the back four, but Arsenal have stifled them a little bit in the last 5 minutes, and now they look to break through the middle. It's Aubameyang, he's round the goalkeeper, surely, oh, what a save, and now Pepe with the left foot volley, and it storms over the top, and right at the edge, right at the end of the first half, should I say, Arsenal, Harry, really should have been in front.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Really decent chance. It was Barbosa who was in initially. Man, who's only got 1 goal so far this season. Obviously, last season was in the top 3. Notably when he was on the Portuguese side. Boavista was a shock in the top 3 league-wide goal scorers, but only 1 to his name so far this season. Who would have loved to have tucked that one away, and like you said, against the run of play as well. At least Arsenal have grown into this match now.
Absolutely. Of course, a lot of teams have changed personnel over the sort of the off-season, should we say, going into this season. Manchester United haven't really done a lot of that. Do you think that might be another reason why they're looking quite, good on the ball and very efficient at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it with the likes of Juventus as well, and Bayern Munchen. They're obviously comfortable with each other as Arsenal trying to probe the United backline again. The more time you do play with your teammates, obviously, the more comfortable you get with one another, and they're coming forward here, Adam.
Always a chance here for Fernandes in towards Edison Cavani. Great challenge from Holding. And now another chance to play it into the danger area. This time, Ostrubic just can't quite get on the turn. Again, knocking on the door. Just that final pass evading them as Cams now looks to throw the ball down the line, looking for Ostrubic, and cleared away. And now a chance for Barbosa and Willian to break up over the halfway line. Counter-attacking opportunity. Again, probably the most likely for Arsenal to take the lead here. It's out towards Barbosa, the man who was not part of the ranks last season, but came in and looked one of the best players, actually, of last season when he was playing for Boavista, of course. And now Saka down the line looking for Willian. A chance to play it into the danger area. Has he done too much with it? Back towards Bruno Fernandes making the interception, but it's still in Arsenal possession as Aubameyang has crowded out, but it will be a free kick in a very dangerous position, and we've seen these work very, very nicely in the past. Can they do so here? Looks like it's going to be taken by Ceballos or Indojua. He's going to play it short to Barbosa, now gets it back and now plays it in towards... It's off the foot of the post and back out, and it looks like Barbosa has scored. Tapped in completely against the run of play. A few of them were looking for a possible offside, but the referee has given it. It came back off the post and turned home, and it almost came back off the far post the other side, Harry.
Yeah, wonderful set-piece routine. I thought he might just try and go for goal, and I was looking at Aubameyang on the edge of the box. It was Dominator who gets the strike away with that man, but then it comes back fortuitously to his twin brother, Indojua, who tucks it home from a difficult angle. Barbosa, a very passionate, animated figure as he always is. And now look, as soon as they get that goal, switching to the 5 at the back, it's a classic Dominator formation. He's made his YouTube videos about this. I've been studying up to see if I can implement it into my own gameplay.
You've been getting a few tips, have you?
As a Dominator. Yeah, I've been trying to up my game a little bit in my club. It's not been working out for me, but
maybe you might be playing for Arsenal next season. You never know.
No, you never know. I'm not sure they could afford my wages.
Like you said, they've gone to the tried and tested diamond almost, and Oh, it looks like another player sitting deeper than that as well, almost 5 in midfield there. And Manchester United still staying with the 4-3-3. Do you think they're happy? I mean, they've played pretty well. They just haven't had the end product. Will they just continue to try and tick things over? Do they need to do anything drastic here?
Oh, it's an interesting question, isn't it? I mean, so far this second half, it has been mostly Arsenal attacking the Manchester United goal. That goal, by the way, from Indijawa, his third of the season, joins in Dominator on 3 for Arsenal. Great return out of him this season. He's really looked at home on this Arsenal lineup. But yeah, just personnel changes, no formation changes needed as of yet, as decided by Manchester United. So maybe they're just banking on being able to break down this Arsenal team. They had chances in the first half, didn't they? They just haven't really settled into the second half so far.
Yeah, possibly playing on their minds, the fact that they didn't take full advantage of that first half, which they fully dominated, just weren't able to take advantage. And I mean, I hate to say I told you so, but I did say it after 20-30 minutes of the first half. If you don't take your chances at this level, you will be punished. It's exactly what's happened. Can they now turn the screw and get back into this game? The ball down the line towards Ostojic, plays it towards the back post. Rashford was up, headed away. Good defending there by Arsenal, and now O'Neill tries to start another attack, but he's lost out here, and another chance for Indominator this time to bring the ball forwards. Now finds his brother, and now in towards Barbosa. This is lovely one-touch football here from Arsenal, and just couldn't quite find the ball through to Pepe. And they're looking really dangerous on the counter now, Harry.
Yeah, you're not wrong. They clearly are relying on counter-attacks from here on out, are Arsenal. There's confirmation of the goal scorer for you. But also, I've been impressed with how they've been dealing with the attacks of Manchester United very, very well, with a large amount of authority. They've not been messing around. As soon as the ball gets into any kind of dangerous area, they clear it. I've seen a decent couple of clearances from Barbosa, especially so far. So, yeah, although he's not chiming in with as many goals as maybe he would have been last season, his defensive work rate so far has been exemplary.
Oh, the ball in towards Edison Cavani. Now Fernandes tries the slide volley, but cleared away. It looked like Ostojic coming in there on the penalty spot as Arsenal have the chance to counter here through Indominator. Now Barbosa wins a throw. Can you see anything tactically from an Arsenal point of view that's been able to nullify this Manchester United attack? Because they were so open in the first 45, and really they've been really resolute in the second half.
Keep the options. We always have.
Well, we can hear Indominator here.
Passing. Let them press, man. The gaps will come there. They can only play on high balls. Yeah.
They can only play on the high pass. Words of Gegenpress mentioned as well.
What his right foot is.
Yeah, it's certainly been.
He's left-footed.
Mostly just being on the same page, I would say, at the back for Arsenal.
So always cover his left foot.
Hear them as they make more tweaks.
We put the last sub, no?
Yeah. What should we do?
Put his triangle in the middle, man. Take off Partey, put El Neni.
El Neni. Defensive, change into defensive midfield or central midfield?
Defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
So looking to shore up the rear guard there by bringing in another defensive midfield player. In El Neni, by the looks of things there, Arsenal. Again, just fitting into the current pattern of play. Happy just to sit on this now, Harry.
Yeah, shutting up shop, isn't it? And you can see again, they had a throw in United's half. They've gone all the way back to the goalkeeper here. So clearly spotting something in the back line and tactically from Manchester United. They said, you heard in Dominator, the gaps will come. They have to press us now to get the ball back. And here is one of those chances.
Yeah, he could have slid it through to Saka, and he did. Of course, Indominator now one back by Barbosa. Another chance to play it in field. Another chance here to play it across towards Indominator. The referee has blown up here, and it's a free kick right on the edge of the area. And I believe they scored in the first. Well, they scored from a position very similar to this earlier on in the game. So maybe they could try something similar now through Barbosa on the edge of the area. The runs coming across. Plays it in, gets it back. Chance to play it. Oh, it's a wonderful free kick again. Aubameyang at the back post. And they have been 1-2'd by the set-piece maestros.
Well, we saw the reaction from Indominator. He's the goal scorer, I believe. But I don't think he's, 100% celebrating the goal. I think he's celebrating this straight out of the training ground.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Just little 1-2, from the free kick. So many players would be tempted to go for a strike there. I mean, we have 6 men in the wall. Just finds Aubameyang. And it is Indominator, captain of the eFootball.Pro IQONIQ Arsenal team, using the virtual captain Aubameyang to stick it home 2-0. And, at this point, United need to throw absolutely everything. Only, less than 10 in-game minutes to go, Adam, and they're 2 goals down.
Absolutely. This could be the perfect response, though. Mason Greenwood volleyed away. Another chance comes and goes. They've had bucket loads of chances in this match. They haven't been able to take full advantage. And Arsenal, with 2 set pieces, are looking like they're going to smash and grab this at this moment in time. In the build-up to that free kick that they scored the second goal from. New signing for Manchester United, Diallo coming on for Edison Cavani. But we've not really seen a real change in proceedings from them, other than that one chance there, which really Marcus Rashford and Mason Greenwood probably should and could have done better. But they still have 5 in-game minutes. Anything can happen, but it's looking very bleak at this moment in time, Harry, and a team who lost none in Matchday 2 are looking like their first defeat from 1.
Yeah, it's been a complete turnaround and a tale of 2 halves, isn't it? And Arsenal look like they're going to be in here again.
Yes, Aubameyang down the left-hand side, support from Pepe. But it looks like Barbosa and Indominator more than happy just to keep possession. We've seen this game management used time and time again. And now they've switched flanks again, just ticking that clock down. Wonderfully professional performance here at the death from Arsenal as they look to win this game 2-0 against Manchester United. Fierce English rivals. Pepe goes in, plays it back. This could be 3, and a stunning stop from David De Gea. But this is brilliant eFootball.Pro or eFootball PES from the team who are going to be taking the first game in eFootball.Pro.
A really, really nice performance from Arsenal in this second half. I mean, we were lamenting them, weren't we? Or at least I was in the first half. I know you'll deny everything, Adam, but they were trying to play a little bit too much. But now that the gaps are opening up in the United defences, they have to inevitably chase this game to get anything out of it. We're seeing some really nice football out of the North London club.
Oh, it's another set piece. They have really been trialling these in the off match days, like you can say, between 2 and 3, because they've been brilliant from set pieces today, and it has finished here at the end of the first game of 2. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 0. Was that a fair result? Do you think Manchester United could feel a little bit aggrieved, Harry?
Well, I think based on the first half chances they had, I think yes. I think they'll be very disappointed, and it'll be interesting to talk to them after the game to see how they saw it. I mean, from my eyes, as I said before, a game of 2 halves. We saw United in the first half have so many decent chances to just fail to convert. I mean, Eldridge had 2 in the opening 10 minutes. The first from Cavani, and then I believe it comes back to him just moments after. And look at the reaction from his face. He knows that was a decent chance, and then here it is again, coming back to one of the United players. You've got to take these chances at this level of the game. Otherwise, I mean, you're always leaving yourself susceptible to the comeback in the second half, which, as you rightly pointed out, is exactly what can happen at this level of play. And slightly fortuitous, I suppose you could argue, for Indajawa there to get the rebound off the post with Pepe. He gets his 3rd of the season, but it was all the Sonneveld brothers, wasn't it? This second half, they really ran the show. Barbosa with a really nice defensive display as well, keeping things sure at the back, and United never really had a sniff, and they'll be disappointed that 2 of their goals came from set pieces. But I mean, Dominator's goal there, Adam, that was so well worked. Really, really nice vision. You could tell they were visualising that's exactly how they wanted that to go, and they'll be pleased with their performance in game 1. Now it's about if they can do it again in game 2.
Yeah, and that brings me on to my next point. I mean, where do the two teams go from here? You would imagine being an Arsenal player here, you'd be more than happy to see more of the same, just try and sit in. And I mean, clearly they've been working on set pieces, so maybe they'll look to do that again. From a Manchester United point of view, they had so many chances in that first half. Do they change anything, or do they just go again?
Well, smile for the camera, Adam. Cams has taken a picture of something. But, yeah, it's about if Arsenal made any tweaks at half-time that led to their success in that second half. And it's the old question, do you stick or do you twist? Do you make those same changes to start off this second game and hope you have the same success that you had in the second half? Or do you play to the same strengths as you did in the first game? Here is, again, replays of the goals for Arsenal that led them to win 2-0 in game one in the English derby here in the eFootball.Pro IQONIQ. And as for United, again, it's do you stick or do you twist? Do you bank on those chances falling to you as they did in the first half? And do you bank on yourself maybe taking some of those chances and getting yourself an early goal to just change the entire complexion of the match? I know I haven't really answered your question, but at this point, I mean, this is the type of thing that either football club right now is going to be thinking about. You know, do we bite on those changes, or do we just start afresh and see what happens?
Well, the thing is, they've been working obviously on tactics over since Matchday 2, haven't they? Specifically to be playing against Arsenal, so you can't imagine them wanting to try too much different, especially considering they had a lot of joy in that first 45 minutes, goal aside, of course. But they had that real warning sign right at the end of the first half, didn't they, when Aubameyang went through and then Pepe volleyed over the top of the crossbar, and the game kind of flipped on its head there, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. That, like you said, it was a bit of a turning point, wasn't it? I mean, I know I said that Barbosa would be, disappointed not to be finishing in that kind of situation. We saw him so often with Boavista, as we said before, last season, finish in those kind of situations and get Boavista points where otherwise maybe they wouldn't have. But you're right, it was a turning point. They just reminded Manchester United that they were in a match at that point. United easily could have ran away with it and just sort of steamrolled over Arsenal. But again, fair play to them. They made the adjustments, whatever they were, whether it's a playing style adjustment or whatever it is. Here we are with more replays, Adam, as we're still just waiting to get into the second game. But yeah, it's about if you stick or twist for either of these clubs.
Yeah, just an inch away from taking the lead. It's got to be heartbreaking to see that in an instant replay form if you're a Manchester United fan there, as Edison Cavani almost poked home. I mean, we've got a long match day ahead of us, but was that the sort of game that you were expecting? Were you expecting it to be? Because it was quite open, wasn't it?
It was fairly open, and I think a lot of it does sort of stem from, as we are just watching here, the referees just make sure that all the players are using the right the pass assist levels as is needed here in eFootball.Pro IQONIQ. But we saw Arsenal start with that 3 at the back. We wondered, didn't we, whether or not we'd see the 3 or the 5, and maybe that getting used to that 3 at the back system, is maybe why we saw so many chances for United in that first half. But I mean, they've proven so far this season that they are capable of scoring goals, United, and we're listening to them now. It's a very muted approach here before we start game 2.
I sent it.
Yeah. Okay, guys, you can kick off.
Okay. Started at 20 minutes till 35 or 40, I don't remember well. It was crazy.
Really impressive performance from Arsenal.
Just focus on smashing them.
We talk a lot about it in Dominator, for example, and how he looks so impressive and just doesn't quite have that doesn't quite get to that final period, and that felt like a real coming of age almost, that if they can obviously build on that, beating a very strong Manchester United team and doing it in a very, very professional way.
Yeah, professional's the word, and you used it in the commentary, and I must admit that was the word that sprung to mind when I saw the result, etch out at 2-0 as we're ready to kick off match 2. Don't forget, Adam, over 80% of people at home thought this one would be a Manchester United win, so that's no longer a possibility. All they can hope to do is win game 2 here and share the 3 points Well, the 6 points, I suppose I should say, across the 2 games.
I can't actually remember what you predicted, to be honest, Harry. You were waffling as well at one point, so I don't know what you actually went with.
Well and truly on the fence, I believe,
refresh my memory?
I did that on purpose. I didn't want to. I didn't want to show allegiance to either side because I'm a professional.
Yeah, absolutely. As Arsenal get us underway here in their away strip this time, kicking from right to left, and Saka now finds Aubameyang looking to start really brightly here. Arsenal on the front foot, complete roles reversal of the first game, and it's Manchester United who are now looking to counter-attack, but one back by Dominator there, and now feeds his twin brother, and now Pogba wins it back, being of course controlled by Ostrubuch, and now out towards his right hand side. Eldridge O'Neill has a chance to use Fernandes into the box here, chance to play it back, well read though. It was fairly obvious that was what he was going to do there, and Arsenal were easy to clear their lines there as the ball is up and down, ricocheting around. All a bit scrappy in the opening 10 minutes here, Harry.
Yeah, it is, but United settling into a bit of form now.
Oh, it's another chance here for Rashford. And this time, the first chance that Manchester United get, they take. A complete difference from the first game when they missed chance after chance after chance. And this might be the difference. Getting that first goal, now it leaves Arsenal with everything to do and the whole game changes.
Yeah, that will change the entire complexion of this second game in the opening 20 minutes. It's Cams that it falls to. Really, really clean and tidy finish with Rashford. He's now up to 2 goals on the season, is Cams. And like you said, that's going to bring Arsenal out of their shell a little bit now. We know they like to play a bit of possession football. They need to press forward now to the North London club because it is United in the opening 15 minutes. I thought it was 20 minutes, but opening 15 they get their first goal. And, well, if they're as clinical as that going forward, they could get
Well, this
more.
could be an instant response here. Aubameyang's round the goalkeeper, and he's turned it home. If the offside flag does not raise, then surely it's 1-1. And it has been given, and Harry, well, we were wondering what the response was going to be, and it's emphatic.
Well, we're in for a game now, aren't we? Wonderful goal again. It's Indijawa to open the scoring here for Arsenal. It's just such a composed finish, isn't it, from Dominator's twin there in the centre of your screens. 3 goals on the season for him. Looks a little, I don't want to say out of place, but overshadowed by his twin brother at times last season, playing for Celtic. And, well, the 2 Sonneveld brothers have certainly found their home here on Arsenal.
Absolutely, but Blinken, you missed something because Manchester United are in again here. I think the offside flag is just raised on Rashford there. And, yeah, very impressive response from Arsenal. One thing I wanted to touch on is the players here for Arsenal. Of course, you've got the 2 lads from the Netherlands and then Barbosa, of course, from Portugal. But different countries, but a very similar philosophy, haven't they, in the way they play the game?
Yeah, I was always interested when this Arsenal team was put together to see how Barbosa would fit in this Arsenal team. We know that the Dominator and Indijawa like to play possession football. I'll come back to that point.
Cavani, just smuggled away behind the goalkeeper. And Manchester United knocking on the door again. I'll try and come back to you, Harry. But Martial's robbed possession here. And, of course, it's Cams who's got it. The referee giving a free kick there for a little nip at the back of the heels there. And a chance for a set piece this time for Manchester United. Can they do something to break down this Arsenal rearguard? They have gone short. Not quite the same quality as what we saw from Arsenal in that first game. As Nicolas Pepe now finds Aubameyang down the right-hand side. Captain fantastic score of the all-important goal in that first game as Dominator plays the ball with him across to the left-hand side. But again, it's just trading possession in and around the halfway line right now. I will still come to you in a second as Saka now plays it down the line looking for Ceballos and cleared away by Harry Maguire. Maitland-Niles finds Ceballos. Now Pepe, one back by Maguire, hacked away there, this time from Ostrubuch. And now Eldridge O'Neill tries to look to turn provider here, now gets it back, plays it across, wonderful ball from O'Neill, it's in towards Cams, plays it back across the face, poked home by Edison Cavani, and what a team goal that was, Harry. All involved.
Well, there we have it. I honestly thought the chance had gone. Once Cams played that extra pass, it looked a little too much to ask of the eventual goal scorer, Eldridge O'Neill. But he pokes it home, he stretches out with Cavani. Like you said, everyone involved. It's Cams linking with Eldridge. Just thought it was a bit too far in front of him, but the Arsenal keeper can't make up the ground. And in the end, so well played by Manchester United. They reinstate their lead. And it's a third goal of the season for Eldridge. He makes up for some of those missed opportunities he had in the first half of game number 1. And now United are back in the lead.
Well, many people picked this to be a game of the day, and it's living up to the billing so far. 2-0 to Arsenal in the first game, but Manchester United have turned that tide, and they now lead in this second game by 2-1, looking to take 3 points from a possible 6. But as we well know, you do not write Arsenal off anywhere yet. Just 30 minutes gone. Still a lot of time to play, but they certainly don't want to concede a third, as he almost played it through there. But just held it because he realised he'd be offside. And now Martial back towards Cavani, being controlled by Cams. And now Cams plays it infield, but whacked away. And it's all hands on deck at the moment. Arsenal just looking to get into half-time at the moment, Harry.
Yeah, they are certainly looking for more of these sort of counter-attacks. But like you said, half-time can't come soon enough. Whatever changes they made in the first game need to happen here to have a bounce-back performance in the second, because right now they're struggling to put passes together in the middle of the park. It's uncharacteristic of this Arsenal team. We're so often used to seeing them have, 90+% pass success rate, but so far it's lots of passes like this have been very, very wayward.
Just shading possession, 52-48. Manchester United looking to switch flanks quite a lot as well, as Saka now wins it back for Arsenal, and Barbosa plays it infield, dispossessed, one back brilliantly there by Ostrubic, and now he plays it down the line and gets it back, this time with Martial, and Ostrubic is into the area, chance of playing across the face, it's Cavani again, and it's a third goal for Manchester United. It's 2 for Edison Cavani, and well, this is a great response, Harry.
It's the response you wanted to see if you're a United fan. Just before half-time as well, here in the English derby. It's a great team goal once again, isn't it? They just broke from their own half. It's Cams who feeds Ostrubic, who then has eyes for no one other than Eldridge. He's watching the run the entire time. He cuts in front of David Luiz. I'm not sure exactly who it is controlling him. It might be into Jawa, actually, now that I look at it. But either way, the run from Eldridge is so pivotal. And I tell you what, it's great link up there from Ostrubic. Had all the faith in the world that Eldridge would cut to the front post there. And, well, Cavani did the rest. And it's a 2-goal cushion for United.
And right on the stroke of half-time, an ideal time to score, taking this game away from Arsenal, and surely not a fourth, again in injury time at the end of the first half, as O'Neill comes down the right-hand side, plays it back to Cams. Cams now tries to find Ostrubic, just couldn't quite get there, but they're really piling on the pressure here, looking for a fourth goal, which could possibly win the game after just 45 minutes. It's in towards the 6-yard box and whacked away by Indojua, and, well, that was a real heart-in-your-mouth moment there if you're an Arsenal fan, Harry.
We were saying, weren't we, half-time cannot come soon enough. They're just looking to get there. No changes by the looks of things by Arsenal.
Come on.
Did I just hear no risky passes?
I think he said too many risky passes, and I tell you what, I agree with him. It was too many in the middle of the pitch, and we saw them just turn over possession too often. You can't do that against Manchester United. They will find the holes, and they did.
Yeah, it felt like a different tactic there. It felt like they were trying to push too many passes. It felt a little bit forced at times in that first half, whereas in the first game, I mean, I suppose that's what happens when you concede the first goal. You have to then chase the game, and it's very, very difficult at this level as O'Neill comes down the right-hand side looking to really make inroads to take this game away from Arsenal, but well won back. Cliche Harry, next goal, all crucial.
Yeah, there's the confirmation on the last goal scorer. 4th of the season for Eldridge. He's on a hat-trick here, by the way, today, and it's been a great performance from him. The captain, of course, of Manchester United is their leading goal scorer now, I believe, on 4 goals. So next nearest is Ostrowicz. That'll be a little mini competition between the two of them.
Oh, he's in here. One back by Pogba. Now O'Neill gives it away. Oh, that's looked like a bit of a foul there. Referee's played a good advantage though, and Arsenal come again through the middle. It's Aubameyang, wins it back, and the referee has pointed for, I thought, a penalty, but it was an offside.
Close as you like, that one. It goes without saying, Adam, obviously next goal is so pivotal to deciding the points in this match. You can't afford to concede another if you're Arsenal. It looks like United are going to push for it, but obviously the more that Arsenal have to come forward, the more they're going to be exposed at the back. So yeah, next goal, next attack that is successful for either of these two teams could really tell us the story and the full-time result come the end of it. Obviously still 2 goals to go here for Arsenal, but you can't concede a 4th at this stage.
Anthony Martial, as you can see there, Alex are leading the way in terms of goals, 6 to his name, followed by Kilsue, Roxa and Lo Scandalo on 5. It's all very tight up the top of the table for the old golden boot at the moment, as corner for the team that are chasing the game. Would you make any changes now? It's still a bit early in the second half.
No, I think you have to. We can hear their rationale and thinking here, but if I'm Arsenal here, you need goals. You throw more men up the pitch. I mean, you've only had 1 shot in 62 in-game minutes, so you need to force something somewhere. And we'll hear what Manchester United have to think about, maybe counter-attacking them.
Yeah, I mean, we talked.
Don't you want to do the third? You want to wait for the third?
Yeah, we talked about how
don't forget it,
professional Arsenal were in that first game, but they did rely a lot on set pieces, didn't they? Outside of that, if you took that away, which they haven't had in this second game, they didn't create too much, and that's what they're suffering from now, aren't they?
Yeah, you could argue that. They have a set piece here, though, so we'll see if they can conjure anything up.
Pepe headed away, I think, by Maguire on the goal line. Goalkeeper came and completely missed it, and now Pepe has another chance. Brilliant block there for Nemanja Matic, and just when you need to stand tall and defend for your lives against a team who are prolific from set pieces, they've done really well there, but still possession with Arsenal. Hounded out by the Manchester United rearguard. 65 minutes on the clock, whacked away by David Luiz, and now Reece Nelson on this right-hand side plays it back. And now it ricochets all the way through. It's a real chance here for Indominator! And it's turned home. And it's well and truly game on. Manchester United 3, Arsenal 2, and we've got a barnstormer.
Well, a 5-goal thriller, Adam. It's a really fortuitous goal here. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought when the deflection comes off Cam's there, I believe it is, I thought the chance had gone, but it could have rolled to one of 2 Arsenal players in the end. Indajawa was waiting. The orange marker you see there, but it falls in the end to Aubameyang, controlled by the captain, controlled by Indominator, who turns home his 5th goal of the season over just 3 match days. And we said, didn't we, the next goal would be so pivotal. It's all to play for now.
We did, and we also said the coming of age of Indominator possibly. Now, if they were able to sneak a point here, even as a minimum, then that would be a real feat. 4 points from 2 games, and certainly he has been ever present in everything good that Arsenal have produced today. Oh, lovely footwork, though, by Cams as he skips away from 2 players, plays it in field, looking for Mason Greenwood, just couldn't quite bend it in the far corner, blocked wide. But this time it's Manchester United who have that corner, that set piece that they may be able to get that 2-goal cushion back. Fred plays it in towards Van der Beek. Saved by the goalkeeper. Oh, and if it dropped to anybody else but an Arsenal player, it would have been 4-2. But David Luiz was right on hand there. And now whacked up towards Pepe, who goes down under a heavy challenge. "15 minutes remaining. Pressure just starting to build here. You can feel the tension between the players. Oh, David Luiz has missed it. And Cams is in here. He's got support from Osubic. Cuts inside, back to Cams. Oh, Cams just couldn't quite squeeze it through to Eldridge O'Neill. Otherwise, that would have been, again, game, set, match. Still, Arsenal hang on. And now they're on the attack. And it's out towards the left-hand side. This game is ebbing and flowing. And it's tipped wide by David De Gea. And that could have been 3-3.
It's another gilt-edged opportunity for Indominator. He's looked in red-hot form in this game. You wouldn't want that ball to fall to anyone else in that kind of situation. And what a stop it is by De Gea. It has to be perfect PES from United from here on out. Otherwise, Arsenal look very likely to score, don't they? 10 minutes to go.
What a counter-attack that almost was from one end to the other. David Luiz cleared off the line. Not quite sure who was controlling him. And then they nearly scored down the other end. If we can hear some of the players now. Focus on the second ball, says Indominator. So they're more than happy to lose that initial ball, the initial header, as long as they mop up and take possession back. Well, the second ball is going to be on the halfway line, unfortunately, but they've missed it. And Mason Greenwood's away down the right-hand side. Cams has the pace to get away from the defender, but he doesn't have the strength. Brilliant play in the end from Indajoa. 7 minutes remaining, Harry. Can they do it?
Well, they certainly have the belief, don't they? They have the mentality. They can truly believe. I mean, again, you heard Indominator say there, focus on the second ball. Obviously, referring to the corner, but it's just a philosophy that these Arsenal players have. Never give up on any kind of attack, but it's United who are coming forward here, though.
Yeah, it's Anthony Martial. Now, Marcus Rashford. And this is going to be mopped up and played down the line by Barbosa, but it's one back again, and Manchester United just ticking down the clock here. Are we going to see that game management that we saw from Arsenal in the first game just to tick this over, or are they going to go for that killer goal? Well, there's your answer. It's Mason Greenwood. It's game, set, match. Manchester United 4, Arsenal 2, and surely now it's 3 points apiece, Harry. Professional.
And it's a goal for Cams, and I tell you what, his work rate in this second half has absolutely deserved it. He picks up the ball here with Fred, plays it into Eldridge, who feeds Ostrubic, who's got a couple of assists in him so far today on Matchday 3, but it's Cams with Greenwood. He has so much time, so much space in the box here that he can just choose where he wants this ball to go. There was no chance of a save. No chance for Arsenal to get the points back now. It's all United. 4-2. Credit to Cams. That was coming, and that was deserved.
Yeah, it certainly was. A little bit disappointed if you were in Dominator there. Controlling David Luiz. It looked like he got sold the dummy there a bit too early by Mason Greenwood and Cams. And I think a player of his ability, he should be looking to make that challenge. Can Arsenal at least put some gloss on the scoreline to reduce the arrears? Well, the answer is no, and Manchester United come again, and they have that 2-goal cushion. They can now play with freedom. They can possibly go for a fifth here to add some real shine to the result. The cherry on the top as Cams plays it out towards O'Neill on the left-hand side, back towards Ostrowitz, first time, across the face, and that would have been some team goal. Arsenal back on the attack, the final attack of the match. Surely it's all over as the referee puts the whistle to his lips. This will be the last attack of the match. It's whacked away and it's finished here. Manchester United 4, Arsenal 2, and it's 3 points apiece. Harry, do you think on the basis of the two games that's a fair result?
Yeah, we saw a much improved United team, didn't we?